So here you can see for photosynthesis there are four main basic factors required. Manada, what are the raw materials needed for photosynthesis?
Water, chlorophyll,
Carbon
light
dioxide,
energy,
sunlight.
Yes. As external factors, you can take Manada,
water, sunlight,
sunlight
Carbon dioxide.
and carbon dioxide. Then as internal factors, you need a green color pigment which is known as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, right? So A is sunlight, B is, what is B? B is carbon dioxide, C is chlorophyll,
Chlorophyll, D is water.
D is water. So we are going to discuss how the plant obtains these particular factors, right? Why plants are considered to be autotrophic organisms? Yes, what's your answer?
because they can produce their own food.
Yes, they can produce their own food. Plants can produce their own food. Plants can produce their own food. Lian, plants can produce their own food. Hari. Then label the factors necessary for the process of photosynthesis. You have done it already. State how the plant obtained the above mentioned factors. How does the plant obtain these factors? Yes, first we'll take sunlight. First we'll take sunlight. So how does the plant obtain sunlight?
Chloroplast absorb the light energy from the sunlight fallen on the surface of the leaf.
Okay. So rather than calling it as sunlight, I would like to mention it as light energy, because nowadays people are growing plants even underground by using artificial light. හරිද ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැකලා ඇති සමහර වෙලාවට දැකලා කියන්නේ in the television or somewhere in countries with a higher demand for food, as they don't have enough space, they are growing plants in racks. Actually, that is a developed method. On racks we can grow large number of plants. So 24 hours they are providing artificial light for the growth of the plant. So they grow. There are several systems, hydroponics එහෙම අහලා ඇති නේද ඔයගොල්ලෝ? අර පස් නැතුව වගා කරන්නේ hydroponics කියලා තියෙනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් with using soil, without using sunlight they are growing plants. ඒක නිසා rather than telling it as light energy, you can say it as rather than telling it as sunlight, you can say it as light energy. So who is there to absorb the energy of light?
Chlorophyll.
In the plant එක ඇතුලේ to absorb.
Chlorophyll.
Who will absorb?
Chloroplast.
Food.
How they absorb karagane?
Tomato.
Light energy is absorbed by whom? What is the internal factor? That is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the internal factor which will absorb the energy of light. Light energy absorb කරගන්න එක තමයි මෙයාගේ responsibility එක. Chlorophyll will absorb light energy. So remember, chlorophyll is present inside an organelle in the plant which we call as the chloroplast. These chloroplasts are available only in plant cells. Chloroplasts are available only in plant cells, right? So inside the chloroplast, there is a green color pigment known as chlorophyll. Understood? Organelle එකක් කියලා කියන එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා. It is a small component inside a cell. So chloroplasts are available only in plant cells. Understood? Then if we move on to the next factor. So we have mentioned about light and chlorophyll. Then what about water? Water is absorbed by the roots from soil water. Soil water is absorbed by the root system. Then
it is transported to the leaf through the xylem.
Yeah, good. The xylem is the tissue which is responsible for the transportation of water through a plant body. Xylem tissue. You know this. If I type it here, it is the xylem. Xylem කියලා කියන්නේ මේ xylem tissue. Xylem tissue is responsible for the transportation of water. And once the food is produced, that food is translocated by the phloem tissue. Phloem. Xylem, here PH. Phloem tissue. Xylem and phloem. For water, we call it as transportation, but for food, we call it as translocation, right? Translocation. සිංහලෙන් කියනවා පරිසංක්‍රමණය කියලා. ආහාරවලට කියන්නේ පරිසංක්‍රමණය කියලා. Maybe this lesson is very important for photosynthesis because you will have to learn this several times. Now even in grade 11 second unit is also based on this photosynthesis. Right. So water which is absorbed from the root system, it's transported towards the leaves through the xylem tissue. කොහොමද transport කරන්නේ? In the roots there is a xylem tissue, in the stem there is a xylem, and also in the leaf there are veins. So along the veins also they find these transportation tissues, both xylem and phloem. Leaves වල veins වලට යනකම් මේ transportation tissues තියෙනවා. Okay? So this is a very complex structure than we think. This is like a chloroplast is something like a factory. So there are several millions of such factories inside a plant body. And අපි ගහක කොලයක් කඩනකොට ඔච්චර දේවල් හිතන්නේ නැහැ, but it is a very complex system. Then carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is obtained from the atmosphere through openings known as, what do you call those openings?
Stomata.
Stomatal pores. Stomatal openings are there. And මේ ඔක්කොම වචන familiar වෙන්න ඕනේ. Okay, shall we write? I will read, you can write. First we'll write about light energy. Lianna. You write light energy and write like this. Light energy In front of it, write light falls on the light fallen on the light fallen on the surface of the leaf, surface of the leaf is absorbed by the pigment chlorophyll. The pigment chlorophyll. You can see all the words on your screen, so you write correct spellings. Right. Then number B, part B, you can write chlorophyll, chlorophyll. There you write. It is a green color pigment. It is a green color pigment. It is a green color pigment which is available inside the chloroplast, inside the chloroplast in plant cells, in plant cells. In plant cells. Okay, then C and D. C, D as well as next question, part 4. You write them until I go and bring your CD. So today we can watch it and discuss. Right. So as the third factor, C, you can write either water or carbon dioxide. If you have written water, you have to say it is absorbed by root hairs from soil water. Absorbed by root hairs from soil water. Then it is transported to the leaf through xylem tissue. Then it is transported to the leaf through xylem tissue.
So can you say it again?
Yes. Water is absorbed by root hairs. By root hairs. From soil water. From soil water. Then it is transported to the leaf. It is transported to the leaf through the xylem tissue. Through the xylem tissue. Through the xylem tissue. Then last one, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide obtained from the atmosphere. Obtained from the atmosphere. Obtained from the atmosphere. Through stomata. Through stomata. Obtained from the atmosphere through stomata. Hari neda. Prisino, you can start with the fourth question on page number 2. Right. Question number 4. Name the organ which is found in plant cells and in which photosynthesis takes place. You know the organ already. That is the chloroplast. 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 I have written it here. Chloroplast. Right. Define the term photosynthesis. Now, when we are writing this definition, you don't need to by heart the definition. You just include all the facts needed. කියන්න ඕනේ facts ටික ඔක්කොම include කරලා ලියුවා you will get marks. මම මේ දෙන විදිහටම you don't need to by heart. So what happens during photosynthesis? Food is produced. Where does this take place? Inside plant cells which contain chlorophyll. Inside plant cells which contain chlorophyll. Then there are 3 external factors needed for this. They are
Carbon dioxide,
light energy,
water.
Right. Carbon dioxide, light energy, and water. Right. Then what is the main product of photosynthesis?
Glucose and
Glucose
oxygen.
is the main product. Glucose is the main product. Main product කිව්වහම එකකට වඩා තියෙන්න බෑ. අපිට ඕනේ glucose තමයි. Because plants photosynthesize in order to produce food. Food means they produce glucose. Glucose is the main product of photosynthesis. And the byproduct is water. Byproduct is oxygen. An important gaseous byproduct is produced during photosynthesis. Right? That is oxygen gas. So this photosynthesis is not only important for the production of food for the whole living world, but it maintains carbon dioxide oxygen balance in the environment. Can you think of any other process in which carbon dioxide is used? Natural process එකක් තියනවාද? It is photosynthesis only. So carbon dioxide is absorbed by plants and oxygen which is needed for respiration is given out. That is why when we cut the trees, what happens? The amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere increases and it leads to warming. හරි නේද? අපි ලියමු එහෙනම් definition එක. Photosynthesis is the process in which food is produced. Food is produced
Is the process
in which food is produced in chlorophyll containing cells. Chlorophyll containing cells using light energy, carbon dioxide and water. Light energy, carbon dioxide and water.
water.
And water, that's enough. And water, using carbon dioxide, using light energy, carbon dioxide and water.
And water.
So there we have included that food is produced and what are the raw materials needed for it. Hari. Then you are asked to write the word equation for photosynthesis. Word equation. Later, now you know some of the chemical reactions as well. In a previous lesson, the physical and chemical changes, we learned how to write a chemical reaction. So here we are presenting the reaction happening in photosynthesis as a word equation. So this is the word equation. You can see we have written carbon dioxide plus water, and the other two factors are light energy and chlorophyll. Writing it and down the arrow. And the main product is glucose and oxygen byproduct. Write this word equation. Then you can do question number 7A, B as well. Hari. So number 7, part A, you are asked what is the main product of photosynthesis? That is glucose. And what is the important byproduct of photosynthesis? That is oxygen. Important byproduct of photosynthesis is oxygen. Manasha innawada nane the Manasha. Okay. Then we'll see what happens to this glucose produced. මේ හැදිච්ච glucose වලට මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා අපි බලමු. What happens? So you know now that the glucose is the main product of photosynthesis. Then what happens is that this produced glucose is converted into starch. This produced glucose is converted into starch. Right? That is, remember, the plants store carbohydrates in the form of starch. So first glucose is produced, and after that this glucose is converted into starch. Right? Then starch is temporarily stored inside the plant leaves. Glucose හැදුනහම එයාව starch වලට convert කරලා తాවකාලිකව ගබඩා කරලා තියාගන්නවා leaves වල. Then after that, other parts of the plant like roots, stem, sometimes the storage organs like fruits, they also need this food. මේ leaves වල හැදෙන food තමයි. The food which is produced inside the leaves is consumed within the plant body as well as stored in the plant organs. That is what we eat, the edible parts. Fruits, sometimes we eat the food stored root, sometimes we eat the food stored stem. Likewise, there are storage parts in a plant. Right? So inside these storage parts, food is stored. Before the storage, that food inside the leaf should be translocated to the other parts of the plant. එහෙනම් මොනවාද? කොහොමද translocate වෙන්නේ? This starch is converted into a solution of sucrose. Sucrose ද්‍රාවණයක් විදිහට තමයි මේ phloem tissue එක දිගේ translocate වෙන්නේ. Glucose is produced and it is converted into starch and temporarily stored inside the leaves. Then it is translocated to the other parts of the plant as a solution of sucrose through the phloem tissue, After translocating to the necessary parts, again this food is stored as starch. ආපහු starch එකම තමයි store වෙන්නේ. ඔන්න ඔය විදිහට convert වෙවි තමයි storage එක වෙන්නේ. Right? So if we indicate glucose, starch, solution of sucrose, then again into starch. Hari. Using this knowledge, fill in the blanks in question number 8. Fill in the blanks. Shamal? Shamal, can you hear properly? Shamal, the signal issue එකක් තියෙනවලු. Shamal, can you hear me? හරි. අපි බලමුද? Main product of photosynthesis is glucose, and it is converted into starch and stored in the leaf. Then that starch is converted into a solution of sucrose. Solution of sucrose. Chansa Harinendra, you joined bit late. And translocated to the growing parts and storage organs through phloem tissue. Phloem tissue, I have mentioned them here. Phloem tissue. Phloem tissue. Transportation of water takes place through the xylem tissue. Through the xylem tissue. ඔගොල්ලෝ දැක්ක නේද word එක? Translocated to the growing parts and storage organs through phloem tissue. Then transportation of water takes place through the xylem tissue. Did you observe the two words, translocation and transportation? Hari. Is that clear up to now?
Yes, teacher.
Right. Then you are asked to describe the steps of an activity to be done in order to show that photosynthesis has been taken place in a plant leaf. So I will just explain that activity. I think you can even write it at home as homework without taking the time now. So this is the activity. You are going to show that photosynthesis has been taken place. කොහොමද අපි පෙන්නන්නේ photosynthesize වුණා නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම there should be stored starch inside the leaf. So in other words, we are going to check whether there is starch inside a plant leaf. Hari, I will explain the activity. You will have to draw and write the steps when you are writing this at home. මෙන්න මේ first activity එක විතරයි ඔයාලා ලියන්න ඕනේ. Identify කරන එක මම වෙනම අහලා තියෙනවා. මේ activity එක විතරයි ඔයාලා ලියන්න ඕනේ. That is activity 11.1. What do you need? You need a beaker, a watch glass, you know the watch glass, a tripod. Here the tripod is, you can label the part on the diagram. Bunsen burner, some leaves that are exposed to sunlight well. When we are doing this activity, we have found that it is very easy to get the results by using Kupamania leaves. 11 students let me Kupamania leaves වලින් හොඳ results එනවා. කාගේ හරි microphone එක noisy පොඩ්ඩක් mute කරගන්න. හරි නේද? Okay. So you can take leaves which were exposed to sunlight. හොඳට අවුවේ තිබිච්ච leaf එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ because then only you know photosynthesis had been taken place inside the leaf. Then you need some alcohol which is available in the laboratory, boiling tube, iodine solution and forceps. Forceps are used to take the leaf out. Right. So the first step is dip the leaves in hot water and boil. දැන් මම මෙතන තව ආන්සර්ස් ටිකක් කියනවා. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඒක අහගෙන තනියෙන් ලියන්න ඕනේ දැන්. ඇක්ටිවිටි එක ගෙදරදී ලියන්නේ ආන්සර්ස් ලියන්න ඕනේ මේ දැන්. ඒක නිසා අහගන්න කියන එක. You have to dip the leaves in this water and boil. So the reason for boiling the leaf in water is to make the cells dead, because you need to increase the permeability of the cells. In a plant cell there is an outer cover known as the cell wall. දැන් අපිට මේ leaf එක කොළ පාටින් තියෙනකොට observations ගන්න ටිකක් අමාරුයි. So we need to take that green color pigment out. හැබැයි pigment එක ගන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. In the cell, plant cell, there is a cell wall. So we need to make these cells dead and increase the permeability. මේ chlorophyll වලට එළියට එන්න පුළුවන් වෙන විදිහට permeability වැඩි කරගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක නිසා අපි if you are asked what is the reason for boiling the leaf in water, you have to say to make the cells dead. But remember, chlorophyll does not get dissolved in water. Chlorophyll dissolved in water. Once you boil this leaf, you will see that water becomes slightly greenish. Then ගෙදර හිතන්නකො මොනවා හරි කොළ జాතියක් තම්බනවා කියලා. එතකොට ටිකක් විතර පාට වෙනවා. හැබැයි හොඳ ලස්සන පාටක් එන්නේ නැහැ. green color සම්පූර්ණයෙන් අයින් වෙන්නේ නැහැ in water. හරිද? Then once this is boiled well, you have to put the leaf into a boiling tube with alcohol. You have to transfer this leaf into a boiling tube with alcohol, right? The boiling tube contains alcohol and we are going to boil the leaf in alcohol. The reason is chlorophyll get dissolved in alcohol. Chlorophyll, the pigment, get dissolved in alcohol. But here you can see they have closed the opening of the Bunsen burner. Again, there is no flame. Flame එක ටිකක් වෙලා තිබුණත් කමක් නැහැ. හැබැයි we are not going to keep this boiling tube with alcohol to direct flame. කෙලින්ම දැල්ලට අල්ලන්නේ නැහැ. You can see you have immersed that boiling tube inside a water bath. You have immersed that boiling tube inside a water bath. Water bath එකක තියලයි රත් කරන්නේ. හේතුව alcohol is a flammable substance. Alcohol can catch fire easily if you take it to the direct flame. මෙතන flame එකක් තිබුණත් කමක් නැහැ water bath එක තියෙන නිසා. හරිද? It's okay to have the flame as there is a water bath, but here they have switched it off and immersed this in hot water. Have immersed it in hot water. Okay, so remember we are boiling the leaf in alcohol to dissolve chlorophyll, as chlorophyll dissolves in alcohol. Then why you have used a water bath, hot water bath? The reason alcohol can catch fire easily in the direct flame. හරිද? ඔන්න දැන් මේකේ රත් කරනකොට ඔයගලන්ට පේනවා ලස්සනට අර alcohol ටික, alcohol is colorless. අර luminous green color එකක් එනවා. Sorry, luminous green color can be observed in alcohol when all chlorophyll is dissolved in it. ලස්සන කොළ පාටක් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් boiling tube එකේ. Then after that what you have to do is you have to wash the leaf in water. You take the leaf out with a pair of forceps and you have to wash it in water. After that, keep the leaf on a watch glass and put some iodine drops to the leaves. You have to draw these two diagrams and mention the steps. Boil the leaf in water, then transfer the leaf into a boiling tube containing alcohol, then boil it using a hot water bath, then wash the leaf with water and keep the leaf on a watch glass. You can use a white tile for this. White tile use color, you can easily observe the color change. And you are going to identify the presence of starch by putting few drops of iodine on the boiled leaf. එතෙන්ට එනකන් ලියන්න පුළුවන් ද homework එකක් විදිහට? Can you write it as a homework?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Then number 10, part A. You are asked what is the indicator used to identify starch? The indicator used to identify starch is iodine. Iodine is used to identify starch. Iodine is the indicator. Ilangata, state your observations. So remember there, iodine has the iodine solution is light brown in color. Iodine solution is light brown in color. So your observation will be light brown iodine solution. Initially it is light brown in color and it will be converted into what is the color you expect. ඔගොල්ලෝ මේක කරලා තියෙනවා පාන් පෙත්තකට එහෙම iodine solution එක දැම්මහම you will observe a dark blue color. Dark blue. So this will be turned into dark blue color.
Dark blue.
Yes, dark blue color will be observed. Right. So this is your observation. Light brown iodine solution converts into dark blue color in the presence of iodine indicator. In the presence of starch. In the presence of starch. Starch තිබුණොත් විතරයි නේද dark blue බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. If photosynthesis had not taken place, you can't observe the dark blue color. Photosynthesis blue color බලා ගන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. හරි නේද? ඊළඟට අර පොඩක් numbers වැරදිලා තියෙනවා. දැන් ඔය ලිව්වේ 10AB නේ. ඊළඟ දෙකත් 10 10 කියලාමයි වැදිලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ දෙක CD කරගන්න, C and D කියලා ලියාගන්න. Part C and D. Why the leaf is boiled in water, why the leaf is boiled in alcohol. And 11, why is it necessary to use a water bath when you boil the leaf in alcohol? I want you to write answers for the rest of the 3 questions on page number 3. Because you should learn how to write an answer. Yes, done. So why the leaf is boiled in water, you have to say to make the cells dead. To make the cells dead. Then next one. Why the leaf is boiled in alcohol? You have to say chlorophyll is dissolved in alcohol. Chlorophyll is dissolved in alcohol. Chlorophyll is dissolved in alcohol. Damdi, you can take it up while I am telling. Chlorophyll is dissolved in alcohol. Then number 11, why is it necessary to use water bath when you boil the leaf in alcohol? Because alcohol can catch fire in direct flame. Alcohol can catch fire in direct flame. Alcohol can catch fire in direct flame. So using that activity, you studied how to show the production of starch, presence of starch, or to show that photosynthesis has taken place inside the plant leaf. Right, photosynthesis has taken place inside the plant leaf. Then number 12. Then you are asked to describe an activity to show that oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. There also, I hope you can write this. Yes.
The answer again.
Answer for which one? Number 11? Right, number 11, the answer is alcohol can catch fire. Alcohol can catch fire in direct flame. Alcohol can catch fire in direct flame. I told the answer for number 11 on page number 3. Last question.
Okay, teacher.
Right, then page number 4, question number 12, part 12. You are asked to describe an activity to show that oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. You need to show that oxygen is produced. So this activity also you can draw and write at home. Api metana me textbook එකේ තියෙන හින්දා මෙතන වෙලා ගන්න එක තේරුමක් නැහැනේ. You need a funnel and some aquatic plants. You need a funnel and some aquatic plants. Water, a trough. This is the trough, the basin-like thing. A boiling tube and a glowing splinter. Glowing කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Glowing කියන්නේ දල්වා නිවන ලද කියන එක. ඒ කියන්නේ අර හඳුන් කූර වගේ, like the joss stick. We light it and the flame goes off. Then you can see that reddish color splinter. අන්න ඒ වගේ ඉරටුවක් වුණත් use කරන්න පුළුවන්. You can use even an eagle for this. Glowing splinter. Hari. This is the activity. ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරන්න ඕනේ, you have to draw this setup and just tell that you have to expose this setup. අපි බලමු කොහොමද මේක කරන්න කියලා. First you have to fill this trough with water and you keep some hydrilla plants. Hydrilla is an aquatic plant. ඔගොල්ලෝ දැකලා තියෙනවනේ fish tanks වල තියෙන්නේ. Then you place a funnel to cover these hydrilla plants. It is a glass funnel, right? It is transparent. Harida. Then the free end of the funnel is closed with a boiling tube which was filled with water. Initially, the boiling tube was filled with water. මෙතෙන්ට එනකම්ම water තිබුණා. හරිද? Then you can apply some wax on these two ends, or you can use some clay to keep the funnel like this, or to seal this place you can use some wax or some clay, right? Then you expose this setup to sunlight. HRI, you make this setup and expose it to sunlight, and you have to say initially the boiling tube was filled with water කියලා. Then once you expose the එතෙන්ට එනකම් විතරයි ඔයාලා ලියන්න ඕනේ. Draw the setup and say you insert some hydrilla plants, cover it with a glass funnel, and the open end of the funnel is closed with a boiling tube filled with water, and expose the setup to sunlight. HRI කියන්න ඕනේ ඇඳලා. පුළුවන්ද?
Can teacher.
Oh, number 12 වලට තමයි ඒක කරන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලගෙන් අහනවා what is your observation? දැන් මෙතනත් පේනවා what is your observation? You will observe the evolving of gas bubbles. මේ hydrilla plants වලින් ලස්සනට වායු බුබුලු පිට වෙනවා බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. And you write the observation evolving of gas bubbles. Evolving of gas bubbles from the aquatic plant. Evolving of gas bubbles from the aquatic plant. Then part B, how do you prove that the produced gas is oxygen? Then කොහොමද prove කරන්නේ මේ oxygen මයි release උනේ කියලා? So here you can see initially yes.
Insert the glowing splinter, then the glowing splinter will burn it.
Yes. So how do you do that? Initially, yes, Situgi. Initially, the boiling tube was filled with water, and when oxygen gas is collected to give space for oxygen, water moves down. Water is displaced downwards. Water moves down to give space for the gas to be collected at the top. ඇයි ඒ gas එක උඩට එකතු වෙන්නේ? Because a gas has a less density than a liquid. Therefore, gas will be collected at the top. Gas will be collected at the top, and water is displaced downwards. වතුර ටික පහළට ගිහිල්ලා gas එක උඩට එකතු වෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ you take the boiling tube out. When this is filled up to about half of this, when the gas is filled up to half of the boiling tube, you take this out. Make a හිමීට මෙහෙම tube එක උඩට උස්සනවා වතුර ටික එතකොට හැලෙයි. ඊට පස්සේ if I draw it like this, you slowly slant the boiling tube. මේ විදිහට පොඩ්ඩක් ඇල කළා. The boiling tube, and you have to දැන් වතුර ටික ගිහිල්ලා නැත්තම් වතුර වැටෙනවනේ splinter එකට. You insert the glowing splinter into this. Then what is your observation? As oxygen is a supporter of combustion, this glowing splinter will come up with a flame. It will reignite. So you have to say the glowing splinter will reignite. glowing splinter will reignite. That is your observation. Hari. Ena අපි ලියමු. How do you prove that the produced gas is oxygen? මෙහෙම ලියන්න. Take the boiling tube. Take the boiling tube out. Take the boiling tube out carefully, and insert the glowing splinter. Insert the glowing splinter.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Can you repeat it again?
Take the boiling tube out carefully. Take the boiling tube out carefully. And insert the glowing splinter. And insert the glowing splinter. Then it will reignite. Then it will reignite. In the presence of, it will reignite in the presence of oxygen. It will reignite in the presence of oxygen. හරි නේද? Part C. State the importance of keeping aquatic plants in a fish tank. ඇයි අපි aquatic plants දාන්නේ ලස්සන වෙන්නද? ලස්සනක් තියනවා. හැබැයි what is the main purpose? During daytime, aquatic plants will release oxygen gas as a product of photosynthesis. So this is important for the respiration of fish. This is important for the respiration of fish. We'll write during daytime, oxygen gas is released. Oxygen gas is released. Daytime විතරක් නෙමෙයි අපි light එකක් set කරලා තියනවා නම් රැටත් මේ දේ වෙනවා. Oxygen gas is released due to photosynthesis. Due to photosynthesis. Due to photosynthesis. This oxygen is important. This oxygen is important for respiration of fish. This oxygen is important for respiration of fish. Fish විතරක් නෙවෙයි, the plant itself respirates. The plant එකේ respiration වලටත් oxygen ඕනේ. This Oxygen is important for respiration කියලා නැවතුවා නම් හරි fish කියන්නේ නැතුව. Even the plants need oxygen for respiration. Okay. මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න. Right. Then finally, regarding photosynthesis, you are asked about the global importance of photosynthesis. I have mentioned you already. Mokakda. First thing is, this produces food for the whole living world. Photosynthesis produces food for the whole living world. දැන් පේනවනේ. Okay. The main process is that it provides food for the whole living world. You can write it again for homework. Then my homework questions තුනක් දීලා තියෙනවා මොනවාද? Number 9, 12, 12 and 13. 12 වල first part එක and 13 global importance. So first thing is it provides food for the whole living world. Then second one is it lessens the addition of carbon dioxide to the environment because it absorbs carbon dioxide. So the increase of the percentage of carbon dioxide is minimized. That is a very important function. Remember, carbon dioxide is required to a certain extent to retain the warmth on the earth. Otherwise, there won't be any life on earth. No, if this warmth is not there, ඒක නිසා අර උෂ්ණත්වය එක පරාසයක තියාගන්න carbon dioxide අත්‍යවශ්‍යයි. But if the carbon dioxide level increases more than that, then what happens? Global warming will take place. As plants absorb carbon dioxide, what happens? It controls the increase of global warming by absorbing carbon dioxide. If global warming takes place, what are the harmful impacts? Global warming වුණොත් මොනවාද harmful impacts? The glaciers will dissolve. As a result, the sea water level increases. නේද? ඊළඟට you know about thermal expansion. ඒ නිසා sea water level එක වැඩි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හේතු දෙකක් නිසා මොනවාද? Due to the dissolving of glaciers as well as due to the thermal expansion of seawater. Seawater level can be increased. එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? Seawater level එක වැඩි වුණාම the small islands will be drowned underwater. ඊළඟට global warming නිසා the global climatic patterns are changed. That's what we are experiencing. The climatic patterns are also changed. The wind patterns, rain, all these are changed because of global warming. ඒක නිසා global warming නවත්තන්න තියෙන හොඳම ක්‍රමයක් තමයි growing plants, reforestation. That is why we feel very cold under a tree in a forest. Right? When there are more trees, the temperature in the atmosphere will be less. Fourth importance, it produces oxygen for the respiration of living beings. Produces oxygen for respiration. Oxygen is also very important because in some of the countries with a high pollution, people have to carry those oxygen gas cylinders for respiration. For example, some cities of China.
When hiking?
Yes, when you're hiking, you need to carry it. Then අපි දැන් මෙහෙම ඉන්නකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් ටවුන් එකේ යනවා නම් ඔක්සිජන් සිලින්ඩර් එකක් පිටේ බැඳන් යන්න උනා නම් කොහමද? In some cities of China, they are doing like that because of the high pollution rate in those countries. හරි නේද? So you can write these four